Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and today I'm going to be upgrading my official Sidearm. Our local Nerf group has decided to adopt the Kronos as our official club Sidearm, and so I'm going to be putting some bells and whistles on this one, and I will be looking for additional bells and whistles to add, because I like bells and whistles. So, I just posted the video on how to install this T-pole, and I'm going to be modifying this kit that was given to me by PKMods. Links to both of these, of course, will be in the description. And I'm going to be modifying them so that I can use them both together. Now, this would be particularly useful if this kit had K26 in it, but this one does not, and I don't plan to put it in it because I want this one to be more accurate, and putting K26 reduces the accuracy of the Kronos. What we're going to need to do is this goes on here like this, and then this goes on here like this. So I need to cut this so that this will fit, which should be fairly simple, really. I've marked about where I think my cut needs to be made. And fortunately, the good news is that it really doesn't affect the structural integrity of this piece at all. That top cap is really only necessary if you have this hook up here, and this is the one where the hook broke off because we tried to prime K26 with it, and it wasn't designed for that. But the back part, which is what really pushes the slide forward, is still perfectly intact. So, let's Dremel. Alright, after much dremeling and filing, the two pieces now fit together. Alright, it is done. Both kits are now installed. One thing I did discover that was a bit of a nuisance is that because I've painted my blaster, the slide return was not as smooth as it could be, and so it wasn't properly returning. But just by priming it enough to wear down whatever was getting sticky, it now has no problem. So every time you prime and release, it returns, and it is really quite awesome, the combination of these two. One thing I know you're all going to ask is, how do you load it? There is supposed to be a piece that flips forward that catches. It connects to this screw post. You drill all the way through it, and then there's a piece that you flip forward that then locks here to keep it from opening. The other option is obviously a slide catch, which is what I will probably do. I know one person who did an internal spring return kit had an external slide catch, which is almost certainly what I'm going to end up doing, though I may also just try to repurpose the safety, because I'm not a huge fan of having a safety, and I'd rather have this be, just clip up, or either internally or externally have a way that this acts as a slide lock, so I can pull this back, engage the slide lock, and it will hold it open for me. But that is pretty cool. Definitely want to get some of the speed loaders, because those things are pretty neat, and probably either remove the door or get the door that has drill a hole in it so that you can reload without having to open the door. Maybe, not sure. This isn't meant to be a primary. Obviously, this is meant to be a secondary at best, so it's going to be the kind of thing you're going to pull and shoot once, most likely. If you end up having to prime it more than once, then you missed. I think it's pretty darn slick, the combination of these two. PKMods has already come up with a new version that is much sleeker. Instead of having the two big springs on the side, it has one on the top, and then there's a Picatinny rail adapter that goes onto here that then has just a smaller spring on the side, so it's much sleeker, much more streamlined, and it gives you Picatinny rail on the top if you really want some. The other thing that he is going to be working on, though he hasn't developed it yet, is a better way to be able to dual prime. We discussed it in the video when he brought his over, and hopefully he'll be able to come up with a pretty slick dual prime mod. But for now, I am a big fan of this. It primes beautifully. Easy to get a hold of. I probably, like I said, won't be upgrading this one to K26 because I really don't need it for this particular blaster. I did in both of my Deadpool blasters, but this one I think I'm going to leave stock just because I want to be able to prime it quickly, and I don't want to have the extra hurt of trying to prime the K26. And I really don't know what this will do with K26. He did ask me to test it on K26, so I will probably print myself another one, and then I'll need to go get another Kronos, and K26 that, because I'm definitely not drilling holes in my Deadpool one, so I'll need to get another one, because I don't want to upgrade this one and then have to downgrade it again, because that just seems arduous. So I will get myself another stock Kronos, and then K26 it, and put this kit on it to see what it does. But that is how this turned out, and I love it. Now I need to get some kind of a barrel. I've seen some fancier barrels that people have printed for the Kronos, and I would like to acquire one just for, you know, to make it look interesting and fancy. So if anybody knows of one, or if you happen to have one where I can either get one or find the FTL or the STLs for one so I can print my own, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think of this in general, of the slide return. Do need to figure out the whole reloading thing, I know. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and let me know. I definitely like the idea of using this as a lock, just altering something on the inside so that it catches the bolt on the way back. Alternatively, I can just learn to hold it open. Since it's stock, I can do that, and then reload, and then release. Either of those is going to work. This isn't going to be one that I'm going to be reloading a lot in the field anyway, because like I said, this is going to be my sidearm. I'm going to be using it when somebody sneaks up on me when my gun jams or my blaster is out of ammo and I'm switching mags or something. So I'm not too worried about the reload, honestly, and that works really actually quite well. Just holding it open while you speed load it or whatever. So anyway, let me know what you guys think, suggestions you guys have, general feedback on this. All of the links for both of these items will be in the description of this video, as well as the ones that I previously showed them off on. So if you want to get your hands on one, you go right ahead. I don't know when his new version will be available, but it will be on his Etsy shop when it is. So look forward to that. Yeah, thank you guys for watching.